The Mastodons are giving the Hoosiers a run for their money. For the first time in almost 50 years, the IU basketball team playing in the Summit City. A sold-out War Memorial Coliseum is the setting as the Hoosiers take on the Fort Wayne Mastodons. We have live team coverage tonight, beginning with News Channel 15's Glenn Marini at the Coliseum. He joins us now with an update on the game. Glenn.
December 19th, 1967, that the last time until tonight that the Hoosiers had played here in Fort Wayne. And you know what? If you're a fan of competitive basketball, it was worth the wait. Right now, we have just started overtime. The Mastodons playing a ferocious first half, and then this ball game just tied with seconds left by a couple of free throws with Thomas Bryant for IU to make it a 65 all ball game. IPFW missed at the buzzer, so we are now starting a 5-minute overtime as the Dons are tied with the third-ranked IU Hoosiers. How did we get here? Here's a look at some of the earlier highlights of tonight's ball game. IU playing its first game in Fort Wayne since 1967. Meanwhile, IPFW trying to knock off the third-ranked Hoosiers. Early on, it was all Dons. That's the Northrop kid, Bryson Scott, for three. 11-3 Dons early. IU answers the big guy. Thomas Bryant throws one down here. That would cut IPFW's lead to 18-11. But there was more high-flying Don action. John Conchaw with the alley-oop jam. 32-23 Dons. James Blackman Jr. feeling right at home, going the other way with a putback jam. 32-29, but it's Bryson Scott finding Conchar again as IPFW led 38-36 at the half. And the Hoosiers have just taken the lead 68-65 on a three-pointer, so IU up early here in overtime. But I got to tell you, it's been the Fort Wayne kids who've really put on a display tonight in front of this 13,000-person crowd. A sellout here at the Coliseum. Bryson Scott, 18 points, absolutely knifing up the IU defense, while James Blackman Jr. has been a constant force for this IU team. Again, another basket's been scored. We're tied at 68 with about 4 minutes left to go in overtime. We're going to have the latest for you coming up later in sports. Reporting from a sold-out Coliseum, I'm News Channel 15 Sports Director Glenn Marini.
What a great game. I can't believe it. Tied up again in overtime. It's already one of the greatest games in Coliseum history. It is. Already. Well, more than 13,000 people are there tonight to witness that matchup. And that makes it the most highly attended basketball game in the Coliseum's history. News Channel 15's Angelica Robinson continues our team coverage now. She's live at the Coliseum with more on the fan frenzy. Angelica.
A lot of excitement here at the arena. Every single seat filled with fans cheering for the Mastodons, the Hoosiers, and in some cases, both. It's the moment they've all been waiting for. It's been almost 50 years since the Hoosiers played in Fort Wayne.
When IU basketball begins, life begins again.
Steve Brace lives in the home of the Mastodons, but his heart is with the Hoosiers.
It'd be exciting to root for IPFW if they were playing anyone but IU.
He was like so many others, decked out in the red, the white, and the stripes.
I was very torn, very torn.
Kathy Foltz was torn, but decided to roll with the red team.
It is the roots of Indiana. You think basketball, you think Indiana Hoosier basketball.
In a sea of red and white, we did find some blue.
Well, I actually play baseball at IPFW, so I had to rock the Dons.
Alec Roy says he's not worried about being outnumbered, and he's gearing up for a good game.
I mean, I know a lot of these people are probably rooting for IPFW too, but they're all just Hoosier fans. Just hoping it's a good game. I think it's going to be very close, to be honest.
Fans tonight really excited. They're being good sports about it. They're just really excited to see such a competitive game here at the Coliseum. For now, reporting live at the Coliseum, Angelica Robinson, News Channel 15.
As our Wednesday begins, here is our live Doppler 15 Fury Storm Tracker right now. We got to go right out to the Coliseum. Big news happening there. Glenn, go ahead.
The IU Hoosiers, 71-68.
coverage you can count on continues with Glenn Marini's Sports Report.
We're at home and the poise. And we talked about having the energy to make toughness plays from the crowd, but then the home court giving you the poise to go through runs.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
All right, that was John Coughlin. I hope you guys got to hear our conversation with Coach Coughlin, obviously celebrating what is the biggest win in Mastodon basketball history. You can see fans are still here enjoying the fruits of the Dons' labors as the Dons celebrate a 71-68 win. Coach Coughlman's wife is joining us right now. What does this mean to your family? We saw Tommy's over here. He said exciting was the way to describe it. How would you describe it?
Yeah, it was awesome to see the boys come together like that tonight. It was really big stage. It was really exciting.
I imagine Coach was a little tense leading up to this game because it's such a huge platform for Mastodon Athletics. But to see him come out on top tonight, to see this program do what it did, what does it mean?
It's total teamwork. There's so many people that go into a successful night like this, and a lot of people pushed a lot in to make this happen, and it was a great night.
Thank you very much. Let's move on, talking to some more fans. Coach King is enjoying himself. I did. Brent Calhoun, we talked to Brent earlier. Man, as a senior, this has to be such a sweet moment for you.
It's an amazing feeling, man. Coming in here as underdogs in our own home. We came out, got the win overtime. We had guys hold it down when me and Mo found out the game. Kaysen stepped up big time. Bryson Scott stepped up big time. Xavier Taylor, big time, big time. We just had guys that weren't ready to play. And that shows we can compete with anybody at any level. We're ready to go.
How much confidence does this give you going forward? I mean, obviously you want to celebrate tonight, but how much confidence does this give you going forward? Obviously this program wants to get its first ever bid to the NCAA tournament. This is definitely one on the resume for sure.
This gives us a lot of confidence going forward. But we got to take it one day at a time, one step at a time. This game, it just happened, but we got to put it behind us. We got to move on, get ready for Saturday, Mississippi Valley State.
Final question from me. Just talk a little bit about how you guys started off so quick. What was the key to really, I don't know, controlling the game from the get-go for you guys?
Coach Kaufman always says attack, play with attack mentality. We do that in practice and carried over in the game. We took care of business early. We came out on fire. We came out ready to go. Everybody was hyped for this game. And we just played with a lot of energy.
Congratulations, BC. Brent Calhoun, the big senior from Warren Central Indianapolis, obviously history in terms of basketball in this state, not lost on him. You can see fans are still here celebrating this win for IPFW as the Dons have earned a victory against the #3 team in the country. That's going to do it from here at the Coliseum. We'll completely wrap up this amazing victory for the Mastodons tomorrow morning and have complete coverage. All right, that does it from the Coliseum. We're back to you.
What a night. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's amazing. You know, you got to feel for the Indiana fans who saw their team in the top 5 there for the first time in quite a while, and suddenly they get knocked off by the Mastodons. But there are people all across this country now that know Fort Wayne. They've never heard about it before.
Exactly right. Very exciting for all of Fort Wayne.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, we're back in just a moment.
Yep.